and welcome back to the South Downs. I am here tonight with my mate Mark from First Class Adventures, and we are at Firle Beacon, which is on the South Downs way here in East Sussex. As you can see, we're in the car park that people use to take walks along the downs and up to the beacon and vice versa and stuff. We are waiting for another friend to join us, someone we've not seen for a long time, Hambo. He's come back from Wales, where he's got a house that he lives at, I think, most of the year, and he's come back to where he lives in Hertfordshire. He's coming down to join us later, so me and Mark got here nice and early, and about 6:15, and the sight that greeted us here in the car park was just full of like camper vans and converted vans and stuff, and even tents and stuff, and people are staying here overnight and camping. They've got little fires, all kinds of stuff. It's a really nice little community here, actually, of people that stay up here quite regularly. Apparently we planned to camp up on the beacon up there. It's a lot higher. I think it's 217 meters above sea level, something like that. There's fantastic views here from the car park. We're going to wait for Hambo and then sort of see what he wants to do, if he wants to stay here and camp, or whether he wants to go up to the beacon, which is only about a mile's walk, if that, and camp up there. A part of me really wants to camp up there though, on the beacon, because I've not done that before, and there's a trig point up there. I think there's some burial mounds or something like that, like a long barrow and stuff up there, so we may well do that. Me and Mark have just cooked something to eat on our stoves. We've had a cider and just chilled out and chatted to a couple of people here. It's quite nice. It's quite tempting to stay here, but we'll see. I'm also, tomorrow after our camp, going to be doing a 5-mile circular route from the year-round Walks in East Sussex guidebook, and it starts from this car park. It takes in Firle Beacon, I think Black Cap Hill, which is over that way, so we're in a prime position to do that walk as well. Anyways, we'll wait for Hambo and then we'll get walking potentially. Welcome back everyone. Hambo is with us.
Hello.
We've not seen Hambo for a while, and as soon as Hambo got here, he was like, "We need to go and camp up on the beacon, mate. We're not staying in some car park." I was like, brilliant, okay. So we've got our gear on our backs. We're even bringing our chairs. So we're leaving all the off-grid caravan, camper van and motorhome and converted van people behind. They all gave us funny looks. We're going camping. So, you know what I'm going to say, everyone. This is going to be a fantastic weekend. Enough talking, let's get walking. It is 9 PM, I think it's just gone 9 PM, so a bit of a late one, and we have arrived at the trig point here at Firle Beacon. The views up here are incredible. It's one of the high points of the South Downs Way, and we can see inland down below us. There's some lights coming on, and then if we turn this way, we've got even more fantastic views out to sea, the English Channel. And I think these lights that are on just over my shoulder, I think that's Seaford on the coast. It's sort of like a big mound here on top of the ridge, and I think there's sort of depressions in it that could be like Bronze Age round barrows, stuff like that. There's a long barrow in the sheep field over there that's fenced off. So yeah, there's lots of prehistory up here, pretty cool. Right, well that's me all set up in the Rab Ridge Raider hoop bivvy up on the beacon, not too far from the trig point, and I've sort of pointed the door into the wind so it's actually getting a little breeze going through the bivvy and sort of lofting it up a bit, so I should get really good airflow throughout the night. I can put of course the mesh door up, and it will still let some air in, keep the bugs out, stuff like that. And then it's got a secondary main door that's like a storm door that's still breathable if we did get any rain or strong winds or it got really cold, but I think the weather's going to be absolutely fine tonight. The whole bivvy is made of event material, which is like a breathable, waterproof material, kind of like Gore-Tex but a lot lighter weight. That is why these hoop bivvies are quite expensive from Rab. They're about £270, but I managed to get mine from eBay years ago for £150. The guy had used it like once, so yeah, it just goes to show you can get bargains if you try it. I know it's still quite expensive, but it's a fantastic bivvy. I absolutely love it, and I've been everywhere in it pretty much. I did swap out the guy lines. I went with some thinner like Dyneema cord and line lock guy lines. Don't know why, didn't really need to drop the weight anymore on it, but hey ho. So quickly show you what I've got. The black bag here, that's got my rucksack in, my OEX Valo Air 36 litre rucksack, nice lightweight, small rucksack, but it fits everything I need in for, I'd say a winter camp actually, but I'll probably mainly use it for the shoulder seasons and summer. I've got a little silver cut down foam mat, like a fold up mat. Strap it to the rucksack outside, and then I can take it off, sit down on it, use it to get changed on if you're using a bivvy like this. I have got my seat, which I'm going to show you some modifications I've made to it. Well, I've bought some stuff for it, I'll show you that later on. I've got my cook kit there, titanium outkit pots and my stove in that and everything. Gas canister of course, little outkit windshield and the gas stand, my guidebook and map for the walk. That's my food for the trip, so I've got breakfast, dessert, dinner, snacks, hot drinks, cold drinks, all that in there. 2 litres of water, about 600ml of like a flavoured squash in there to drink. Of course it wouldn't be a Tom Outdoors wild camp without a couple of ciders. Hambo very kindly got me an Inches cider, which is a lovely cider. I've been drinking a few of them at home. And then I've got this one tonight, which is a Recorderlig pink lemon cider that I'm going to review. Then inside the bivvy I've got my Decathlon down jacket, which I'm going to put on in a minute because it's getting a little bit chilly. A black bag to put my boots in overnight. I can actually store all of this stuff inside the bivvy and use it to prop my head up, or I could just tie the bag up and leave it outside next to the bivvy. It makes no difference. I've got some new OEX gloves in case it gets really cold, but I doubt it. And then to sleep in, I've got some army like wool Arctic socks, a pair of OEX men's thermal leggings, and a matching OEX long sleeve men's thermal top, so I'll sleep in that. And then I've got my RBLI beanie hat, nice comfy little warm hat So that's my sleeping stuff, and for like that first bit in the morning when it's chilly and sort of as it gets cooler at night. I mean, we're pretty much nearly into summer, it feels like. It's been so warm today, like 25 degrees Celsius. Then I've got battery packs because of course I'm filming on this phone and I need to keep it charged up. In this plastic bag I've just got some bottles of meths because I've got an alcohol stove as well, some sort of shop towel for cleaning pots up with, paracetamol, a little mini keyring torch that I could hang up in the bivvy, and some batteries for it, a pair of headphones if I want to watch something on my phone tonight. I've got plenty of shit tickets and some wet wipes and a plastic bag to put them all in if I need to take a dump up here, but hopefully not. I went before I left, so that's in here. And then I don't know if you'll be able to see this inside the bivvy, but I've got like a silver full length fold up foam mat, and then on top of that I put my climate insulated static V mat. It's my winter mat, but I use it year round and it's best inflatable mat I've ever used. I've got my Trekology, I think a Look 2 inflatable pillow. It's a nice generous size, very comfy I think, and it packs down to like a tiny Coke can size. Brilliant pillow. And then the sleeping bag I've got is this down bag. It's a 3-season bag. It's an OEX Helios EV down bag or something like that. I've had it a while now. Good bag, really good. And then I've got a little silk OEX sleeping bag liner in it just to keep the down bag clean, really, so I don't have to wash that too often, and I just wash that instead. That's my sleeping setup, and then of course the bivvy. Yeah, nice little lightweight setup. Sling my jacket on, crack open a cider from Hambo. Thank you very much, mate. It's a pleasure seeing you again and camping with you. Here is to a good camp. Cheers everyone, and thank you for your support as always. Well, that's beautiful. Right, getting hungry again as well, so let's crack some food out, I think, and all. So the next thing I thought I'd quickly like to show you, if you're looking for some lightweight, comfortable wild camping furniture, look no further. So this little fold up chair I've had it for a few years now. Got it probably for about £15 to £20 on eBay, brand new, and it's all contained within this bag. I mean, this whole setup, I've got some extras in here. It's probably 1 to 2 kilos tops, but if you've had a long walk and you fancy a nice sit down, rest your back, you can't go wrong I think with one of these. So in the bag, which doubles as a storage bag, you fit on the chair, I found out, have everything in here. This first thing, this is a recent acquisition. Pop that out. Basically it's a cup holder that fits onto the side of the chair. It's by Helinox, and I paid $14.99 for that from Amazon. Thought a little bit of luxury. I'll show you it set up on the chair, and then this thing that the chair's wrapped in is a Trekology leg spreader mat. That sounds dirty, doesn't it? So it's got these reinforced feet. It does, leg spreader. I just thought about that anyway. Basically this costs more than the actual chair did, and it goes on the bottom of your chair, and then it means you can use the chair on sand, soft ground, anything, and it won't sink. And I think this was well worth buying. I probably spent the best part of 30 quid on that. I know it's crazy, but it's brilliant. So it means I can use the chair anywhere. On the chair itself, you've got the actual seat material there, and then the poles all in one. It's all like magnetic, clicks together. You fit your chair on. I'll set it up now and show you it. And there we have it. That's the chair all set up. Doesn't take long. I've got the leg spreader mat, as I'm going to call it now. On the bottom there's my cup holder, the little bag that it all come in, you can store stuff in, so you haven't got to get up and find it, it's all there, and the chair itself. Oh, lovely jubbly, fabulous. This spaghetti bolognese, ooh, I am not eating that.
Jesus Christ.
I tell you why. You know, rehydrated fine. Oh, so taste is awful.
Well, so can I.
So basically, I've taken the little oxygen absorber out of it, poured the hot water in, mixed it up, took 1 spoonful of it, and it's got like this weird metallic sort of gas sort of taste to it. You can't taste any of the tomato sauce or anything, the meat in it, nothing. Mark's just had a bit and he said it tastes like paint thinner.
I had to spit it out straight away.
We both had to spit it out and it's left a horrible taste in the mouth.
And I've got it.
And yeah, I am not touching that. I'm glad I had some like ramen noodles back at the car. At least I've eaten something. I mean, I've got dessert, but that is horrible. There's something wrong with that. I don't know what it is. It's in date. I mean, oh, it is 2026.
Oh, right, yeah.
So it's well in date. That is horrible. I was looking forward to that as well. No, do you know what? I don't even think the animals would eat that. Oh, don't know what it is. I mean, it's got this like foil bag, but that's never been a problem. It don't even taste like food, does it?
No, it's nothing there. It just tastes like chemicals.
Yeah, very very chemically tasting. So, yeah, I'd be wary of these expedition foods. I mean, their fish and potato like in parsley sauce one is amazing. Never had any problems with that. That is grim. Okay, let's see if we have better luck with the cinnamon bun. I've heated it up a little bit. It looks a lot better. Let's break a bit off. Oh, these are amazing. Yeah, that's all right. Midnight now, and we're all gonna climb into our respective shelters because the wind has really picked up here and the temperature has dropped. I am so glad I bought these gloves and my like warm stuff like the down jacket, the hat and the thermal stuff, because yeah, it's got really cold up here. We've eaten our food for tonight. That spaghetti bolognese was absolutely awful. I'm so glad I didn't eat any more of that. Every time I burp I can taste it. I think if I'd have eaten any more of that I'd have probably been really ill. Mark tried a bit and he instantly spat it out. It was like, do not eat that. It was really bad. I can actually smell it through the packaging. So I've sealed it up, put it in a rubbish bag, and I'm going to leave it next to the bivvy outside tonight, with the rest of my rubbish in there. It probably won't attract any animals. They'll probably like smell it and go, sod that. I'm not going near that. Before I climb in the bivvy though, I'm going to quickly show you Mark's shelter and Hambo's shelters. We're all sort of spread out around the trig point up here on top of the beacon. Here's Mark's setup. Here he is.
I've seen a wacky grey big beetle walking in there.
There's a buzzing bug in there.
It's alright, don't worry, I've got my head net with me.
So you can see by the wind, like Mark's tent here, it's picking up this wind up here. So he's got
secured that at the front there as well.
That's a good idea. So he's got the OEX Bobcat 1. I think it's just the outer.
Yep.
And then you've put an OEX Bush Pro normal bivvy inside it, yeah?
Yep, the Fathom sleeping bag.
Oh.
Yeah. And I've got my Tyvek down, my Berghaus.
Yeah.
Inflatable mat.
Nice.
My which I think's going down, by the way.
Oh bloody hell, slow puncture.
But it don't matter.
You got a load of room in there, and it's a nice bomb-proof little
Got everything in
set
there.
up, innit?
But the guide ropes out for the wind, so we get more wind in the tent. Obviously.
You're putting the side ones out?
No,
No, alright.
we're going to be alright.
Yeah, oh, it'll stay, yeah, you'll still be here in the morning.
Yeah.
It's a nice little tent, it's the inner's a little bit
We've just got
cramped
this
though.
unit at the back, and that's all you need. They've got the pegs in.
That's
Alright.
nice. I wouldn't mind getting one just to use like the outer and then put a bivvy bag in it like you've done. It gives you so much room in there.
Plus, it's easy to put up than fanning around with a tarp.
Oh, it's so easy to put up because it's just
Sure,
one setup, that's it, yeah. That's a nice
You
little
can
setup,
struggle
that.
with a tarp with this, and you don't need to.
Yeah, well, it's basically a tarp tent, isn't it, you're making?
Yeah, that's right.
No, that's a good call. Right, see you in the morning.
Yeah, see you in the morning.
Go and find. Love you too. Here's Hambo's setup. Here he is. So he's got the Vango Blade 100. Once again, a really sturdy little tent. Just a single pole that goes down the middle. You can see why it's called the Blade, and you can peg it out on the sides to give it even more rigidity in like bad weather. Nice light little tent actually. Vango makes some brilliant tents. I used to have one of these actually. It was one of the first like wild camping tents I had. If you look back in some of the old videos, you'll see this tent. Warm in there?
Yeah, lovely here, mate.
Nice. Right, I'll see you in the morning, mate.
Cheers.
See you later. Right, let's head back to the bivvy. Right, that's me inside the bivvy. I've got everything in here apart from the chair, which I've weighted down with a bottle of water and sort of stuffed it sort of next to the bivvy outside. It's nice to be out of that wind. It's so much warmer in here. I've put some foot warmers on the soles of my feet, got changed into all my warm stuff, and crawled in the sleeping bag. I've sort of left like the top quarter of the storm door open and then zipped up the mesh inner door, so it sort of still lets like a little through breeze in. I mean, as I say, this event material is breathable. I've waterproofed it, and I've reactivated the breathability properties on it. You run like an iron over it, and it's been washed and everything, so it should perform really well. And it's because the wind is blowing this way, it's sort of blowing kind of through the bivvy, and it's sort of lofting it up a bit, so it's staying off of me, so I should get a good sort of, it should work really well in this. It's great to meet up with Mark and Hambo again. I've not seen them for a while, and Mark's been keeping us entertained with his crazy sense of humour and funny stories. Tonight we've just been laughing continuously and just putting the world to rights and talking about stuff. It's been fun. Finally I can say I've wild camped on Firle Beacon, because I've been wanting to do it for ages, and I finally got round to doing it. Enough yawning, and I will see you in the morning. Night all. It's, I think, about 5:30 in the morning. Could be near 6 a.m. for all I know. I don't know. Woke up at 5 a.m. and sunrise was about 10 minutes later. And once again, South Downs Way lived up to its reputation. Sunsets and sunrises on the South Downs are some of the best I've seen anywhere. There is just something magical about them. Can't put my finger on it, but they're always just amazing. I think if I lived here, I would probably get up a lot earlier than I normally do just for the sunrises. They're incredible. Fantastic place to wild camp. Absolutely brilliant up here. And it's once again, it's just got me excited to do the South Downs Way. I cannot wait. It'll be brilliant. Anyways, yeah. Absolutely brilliant. Look at his little face! Cracking. You can't beat stuff like this, can you? As you can see, that's us back at the car, end of the walk. It was a good little walk, and the rain is coming down a lot heavier now, so we've really dodged the worst of it, which is pretty good. And that is the end of the video. thank you very much for joining us on this one. We've had a great time. Hambo's stand out in the rain, so I don't want to keep him too long.
Cheers.
Great to meet you again, mate.
Yeah, good to see you again.
Always good to catch up and stuff. So please subscribe to his channel. It's simply called Hambo, Hambo. Does lots of like explores, wild camps, walking.
Yeah. General crap.
General crap. Very funny stuff as well. Highly recommend checking out his Easter wild camp video and Christmas wild camp video. Very creative. You'll see what I mean if you watch them. And also Hambo writes a lot of his own music as well, and sings as well, and plays all the instruments.
Try to.
Which I think's really cool. So that's worth a follow in it for that alone anyway. So yeah. And then where's Mark gone?
I mean, just up your chested.
And of course, as always, it's a pleasure meeting up with the one and only Mark from First Class Adventures. Irreplaceable. I've got a long drive home with him now, back to mine in Essex, so we'll probably stop and get something to eat.
Something healthy.
Yeah. What can you find in
services?
Salads. A salad. Oh, anyway, yeah.
No dressing.
No dressing. All right. It's been a pleasure meeting Mark again, as always. It's been too long. Also, of course, follow Mark's YouTube channel called First Class Adventures. Very, very funny, as always.
And subscribe to Tom's as well.
Of course, that would be brilliant if you could do that.
If you're just passing by and you see his video, subscribe, like and share.
Thank you. And yeah, please don't put any porn links on any of our comment sections. We don't like that. Cheers everyone for watching. See you again soon. Take care of yourselves, look after each other, stay safe. See you on the next one. Bye. Say goodbye everyone.
Bye.
Bye. So it started, I'd say, heavy spitting, so we cracked out the waterproofs. Mark is just roughing it, completely prepared for the wet weather.
We can't afford decent gear on our channel. Sorry, but if you want to sponsor me to buy me some new gear, you can.
Yeah, there you go. So Mark isn't doing buy me a coffee. He's doing buy me a condom.
I can't believe you just said that.